What's up, guys? Welcome to Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 1, The Adventures of Supergirl. I got a lot of these videos to make, so I'm going to jump on in. Let's go. So we pick up where we left off last season, and John and Kara flying, and then land, and they open a little pod, and guess who's in the pod? This guy. And most people who don't read comics, who don't, read the Supergirl gossip or whatever, don't go Supergirl tea, know that that's Mon El. They don't know that that's a lot of people do not know that that is Mon El, and he's basically this older version. He's from Krypton, but he's from this like off branch of Krypton. So in the comics, it's not kryptonite that affects him; it's lead. But he's way older than Kara and Kal-El are. So yeah, it's Mon El. He's Superboy basically. And yeah. So that's who's in the pod, that's the shocker. So we get to the DEO, right? And the DEO has moved to the new facility because of course Supergirl is on the CW and the CW shoots in Canada. So they're up in Canada. And so Supergirl gets to the new DEO, like, have we always had this set? And like, yeah, we've always had it, but we moved over here. And then they're like, oh, I think I like this new place better. Wink, wink. Better than the CW. I mean, better than CBS. Wink, wink. That's kind of like she's throwing some shade at CBS. Anyway, so yeah. So the guy, he's still unconscious, still kind of sleepy, he's dead. He's kind of not out of it. So yeah, Wynn works at the DEO now, so he's on there, and yeah. So Kara's excited for her date with Jimmy Olsen. And not season 2. I still don't like him and Kara and Jimmy. I really like her better with Cat's son. They have better chemistry, and I think it's mainly because they married in real life, so they have better chemistry. So, yeah, So yeah. So she's getting ready for her date. She's speeding super back and forth, and I forgot that Supergirl and Superman Kryptonians were on Earth. They have super speed too, right? I kind of forgot that because that's kind of how the Flash Supergirl thing works. But yeah, I was thinking, like, wouldn't it just be easier if he would super speed to places? I know flying is like Superman, the super family's Superman, Supergirl's thing. But if he went at speed, I think he would be a little bit faster on 2 feet. I just think I'll fly because it's fun, to be honest. Like, because, I don't know, but whatever. We'll talk about it in a theory video. So, we get her get ready for her date, and then James shows up, and he has food, because Kara likes food, and yeah. It's just running joke that Kara eats a lot, but she doesn't get any weight, 'cause she's an alien. But yeah, they bought her pizza and egg noodles or stuffed cannolis or whatever. And they're sitting there and they're about to watch something launch because there's this Voyager that's going to Mars or whatever. And accident happens and it breaks off, and the newspaper are like, I hope she's reading this. And then we get Clark Kent. Finally get Superman up on this. No emails, no blurs. We get Superman. So we got Superman on the scene, right? And he's talking to his boss, and he's talking to his boss. He's more of a light, fun type of goofy Clark Kent, like in the 60s, like that Clark Kent. He's not like dark. He's not like Henry Cavill Superman, which is like the DC TV shows are more light and campy. Like the Flash and Supergirl are more light and campy shows. They more stick to the comic booky stuff. Almost kind of like Marvel, but with DC. And the DC movie universe is like dark and gritty and kind of like the Marvel TV shows a little bit, but it's even a little bit darker than that. Because even the Marvel TV shows and the Marvel movies kind of have the same kind of vibe to them. But the DC movies are dark And these shows are like happy, but we're a little bit more dark on Arrow. So yeah, so they both save the day, and they're like, "Oh, it's Superman! Oh, it's Supergirl!" And then they're like, "Oh, I used to change his diapers because remember, Kara is technically older than Clark." And they explain that when Kryptonians on Earth they age a little bit differently, so that's why they don't look all old. So that raises the question: how old is Kara actually? Like, what, like, yeah. How old is she actually? Just saying. Because it takes a couple years to make it through space. I'm sorry, you just use physics, just knowledge. It takes 6 months to get to Mars, and that's in our solar system. And I doubt Krypton in this continuity is in our solar system. I doubt it. It's probably several hundred galaxies over. Just saying. Anyway, so whatever. So yeah, and they go back to the DO, and everyone's Superman. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's Superman!" And they kind of gawk over each other. They kind of gawk over Superman, and John and Superman have some beef, and I was really thinking John Jones, Superman were gonna be buddy buddy because they were buddy buddy in the Justice League Unlimited and Justice League the animated series and all that other stuff. And it was really, they had some animosity, and I'm not gonna, wait till they talk about it. I'm just gonna say it what it is. It was Operation Emerald. Apparently, they was old buddies or whatever, and they came across the media that had a bunch of kryptonite. And Clark wanted to destroy it, but Martian Manhunter wanted to keep it in case it was ever a big in that attack. And then he's like, that could hurt me, and that could hurt Kara. But he's like, we're not gonna be using that. Well, it could be if there's just any possibility that it slightly may one day, and there's a super less than 1% chance. I can't even take that chance because it's just so great because I'm so scared. Anyway, just think about what the main villains of last year were. Think about what they were. You thought about it? Okay, let's move on. So yeah, we got Kara and Clark, and they go to Catco, and Catgirl's like kind of mocking over him, and they kind of use this old fact to back to the old Superman movies in the '60s, where the guy would be like where Superman's boss would be like, Miss Tessmacher, and guess what? Guess what? Cat's new assistant's name is Miss Tessmacher, and guess what she does? Miss Tessmacher. Miss Tessmacher. That is what I'm like. Oh my God, that's so funny. So Kara needs to pick a job because remember last year she was like, you can have a job you want. She hasn't picked a job yet. She's like, you have X amount of time to get this job or you fired or whatever. And that's basically the extent of Cat Grant. And Cat Grant will not be around in every single episode. She's not gonna commute to Canada, so we ain't gonna be seeing her every episode. We'll see her like every 3 or 4 episodes, I believe. That's probably what we're gonna do. And yeah, so that's was it with Cat Grant, and they go and they meet Cat, Kara and Clark go to meet Lena Luthor. That's Lex Luthor's adoptive sister, and Clark's like, I don't trust these Luthor. She's like, I kind of understand her because she's kind of trying to get it from under the Luthor name and shadow. Girl trying to make a big name for herself outside of her family, kind of like what Kara is doing with Superman and the House of L family. So yeah. Ooh, Lord, I don't know who's this. Anyway, so yeah, and basically the plot ended up being that Lena Luthor was supposed to be on the Voyager, but it was basically attacked, and they would come to the realization that someone was trying to kill Luthor for some reason, maybe because to get to Lex, maybe she got Lex Scarp, who knows. But space ends up being this guy, and they have to basically have to save Lena Luthor because she's trying to rebrand Luthor Corp to not be so evil, to be this force for good. And I really not my first when I heard Lena Luthor was gonna be on here, I thought she was gonna be bad, but I actually think she's gonna be Carl's kind of girl pal, kind of kind of cool, her best friend, kind of, sort of, that's a female and not her sister. Because I don't see Alex. Alex is her friend, obviously, but I think Alex and Kara have a deeper bond as sisters. Just saying. So she needs a friend, and we're also getting Miss Martian this season. So Kara's gonna have some good girlfriends. She's gonna have some good girlfriends. Anyway, so yeah. So basically, they save Leonard Luthor from the guy, and there's a building about to collapse, and Superman holds the building up, but Kara saves the day with the heat vision, and that's the episode. But we also get because he gets basically gets shot by Leonard Luthor when he's trying to kill Alex, and he goes to the hospital, but they deport him to this lab. This lab's like, well, if I stitch you up, you're gonna die, but if I been put kryptonite in your body, you're gonna live forever and be a new thing. You who you were dies today, and now you're a Metallo. And if you know, Metallo is this guy who's kind of an all metal robot. He has a kryptonite heart. He's basically a Superman villain and all that stuff. So yeah, that's how the episode ended. We also find out that Superman's gonna be sticking around for a while, and he's gonna be in like 2 or 3 episodes. So yeah, that's basically how it was. And basically, I love the talks in that car and Clark had. I'm glad we finally have a face of Superman. I like when he was talking to Lois Lane. I liked all that cool stuff. And yeah, Sprint's gonna be around for a while. This is a really, really good season. I really think this is gonna do well. I really, really liked it. And I'm sorry there was not more commentary in this video. It's just that I have a short period of time, and I'm trying to get. Oh, I'm trying. After this, I'm gonna be filming The Flash, and then I'll be filming Arrow and Scream Queens. So I have 3 other reviews to get to. So this has been a production of Maxwell Comics Incorporated. I am your host, Sir Maxwell, and I'll see you later. Bye. Cut off camera. Cut off camera.